Hi everyone, this is Deepika. Hope you're doing well. So, in today's video, I'll be explaining to you about the systematic investment plan versus lump sum mode of investment in mutual funds, and also about the systematic transfer plan and systematic withdrawal plan in mutual fund schemes. So, this is the part 3 of the basics of mutual fund playlist. Small drops of rain make a mighty ocean. And small SIPs in mutual funds lead to big savings. There are two methods to invest in mutual funds. One is lump sum method and the other is systematic investment plan, which is popularly known as SIP or SIP. Now, lump sum method is a single payment method where an investor invests his entire savings, usually a huge amount, in one go. If you choose to invest through a lump sum mode, then you should be very careful about the market timing. It is best to invest when the markets are already in a slump and is showing growth potential. However, if the investment is done when the markets have already reached a peak, one might end up with losses in the short run. So it is very difficult for an amateur investor to time the market. Therefore, it is recommended to choose the SIP route. SIP is a means offered by mutual fund companies to its investors, which allows them to invest a small amount of money periodically in mutual fund schemes. And this period could be monthly, quarterly, or annually. Now, for example, if I can manage to save a small sum of rupees 100 every month, I can give a standing instruction to my bank to automatically invest this amount in the mutual fund scheme every month. I will be allocated with a number of mutual fund units according to the current NAV of the scheme prevailing in the market. One of the biggest advantage of the SIP method is that it encourages the investors to be disciplined with his or her finances. And then one need not break his head worrying about whether it is the right time to invest in the market. Because SIP helps to spread the investments over time during both rising and falling markets, and thus lowers the average cost of investment and reduce the risk of timing the market. Another biggest advantage that SIP offers is its power of compounding. How great it would be if our money works hard for us as hard as we work to earn it. This can be achieved through compounding. Albert Einstein once said, "Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it." Now let's assume Mr. Sanjay starts investing a sum of rupees 500 per month from the age of 25 years at a 12% rate of interest for a period of 40 years. At the end of the tenure, that is when he turns 65, he will have a corpus of approximately rupees 50 to 60 lakhs. On the other hand, had he started his investments in the same mutual fund scheme, the same amount of money for the same rate of interest and the tenure at the age of 35, he would have ended up making a sum of only rupees 17 to 20 lakhs. Now you know how this eighth wonder works, isn't it? Now don't wait for the right time. Start investing today. No matter how small an amount, wait for the power of compounding to work, and it will build into a huge corpus in the future. SIP investments are less stressful than the lump sum investments. Market can be highly volatile, and especially during tough times like now, when the markets are really low, an investor may get the urge to withdraw the money out of panic. It is really hard to see a hard-earned money melt. This effect is less intense when one makes an investment through the SIP mode because the money is spread out over the time. So now I hope you got a better clarity about the difference between SIP and lump sum mode of investment. Now, you can ask me, what if I have a lump sum amount of money with me to invest but struggling to time the market? In that case, the advice is to invest the money in lump sum in the debt fund and then transfer the money in regular intervals to the equity fund. This method is called a systematic transfer plan. So the debt fund from where the money is transferred is called as a source scheme, and the equity fund to which the money is transferred is called as the target scheme. So the next and the last topic that we're going to discuss is about the systematic withdrawal plan, which is called as SWP. Now, SWP is the opposite of SIP. So SWP allows investors to withdraw from their investment at regular intervals. There are two withdrawal options available in systematic withdrawal plan. The one is a fixed period withdrawal and the other is appreciation withdrawal. So in fixed period withdrawal, a fixed sum of money is withdrawn by the investor at specific interval time frame from the mutual fund house. Now, whereas in appreciation withdrawal, an investor can opt to withdraw only the returns generated on the corpus. So, for example, if an investor has a corpus of rupees 1 crore in a mutual fund and the fund has given a return of 1% in the last 1 month, then he will only get rupees 1 lakh for that month. Therefore, an investor can create a perpetuity using appreciation withdrawal. However, the cash flow will not be the same as returns are not fixed. Now, the primary benefit of systematic withdrawal plan is that an investor will receive a regular cash flow. Systematic withdrawal plan, if smartly used, can be the best substitute for pension. Pension received from other pension schemes like NPS is taxable in India, whereas mutual funds have a better tax advantage on capital gains. And that is the reason many investors choose to invest in mutual funds and withdraw using the systematic withdrawal plan. So I hope by now you would have got a better clarity about the difference between systematic investment plan and lump sum mode of investment. And also you would have understood about the systematic transfer plan and withdrawal plan in mutual. So here are a few helpful tips. The first tip is to stay invested for longer duration. So I would recommend you to stay invested for at least 10 to 15 years in mutual funds to get better returns or the best returns out of mutual fund investments. And the next is, do not exit in the bear market. I know it will be very, very tempting to withdraw the money when the market is falling, but please control yourself. Please remind yourself that the market is going to revive in the near future, and stay invested, stay calm, stay patient. So please always withdraw your money only when the market is at its high, or at least when it is in the bull phase. And the third important tip is to diversify. That is, do not pull all your eggs in one basket. Do not invest all your money in one mutual fund scheme. At least hold 2 to 3 best mutual fund schemes, so that even if one scheme does not perform as per your expectation, the excess return generated from the other scheme will offset the loss that you have incurred in a particular scheme. And the fourth and the most important tip is to increase your SIP every year. We all will, if you're working in an organization, we would definitely get a salary increment every year, at least a minimum of 10 to 12%, right? So just like how we get an increment in salary, please also increase your SIP investment by at least 10 to 12% every year. The next tip is to select the best mutual fund scheme. There are more than 2,000 mutual fund schemes out there in the market. So please choose the best mutual fund scheme that suits your need. So I have done a separate video on this topic, and I've left the link of the video in the description below. Please do check that video for this information. And the last and the most important tip is to invest in mutual funds through the direct route. There are 2 routes to invest in mutual funds. One is direct and regular. If you go through direct route, there is no commission that you're paying for a distributor. Therefore, in the long run, your direct route investments will give you better returns when compared to your regular route investments. So these are the few tips that will be helpful for you when you're investing in mutual funds. So I wish you all the success, and I wish you get the best maximum returns in your mutual fund investments. All the very best. Thank you. Have a good day.